Okay.
Okay, we are looking at one of your classmates' monopolies, and she has a few questions. So, go to the beginning for me. Go to
Instructions.
go to chart of accounts.
Okay.
Okay. So you can see you have a very small chart of accounts here. We've got 4 assets, 1 liability, common stock and retained earnings under stockholders' equity. Under revenues, we've got 3 revenue account: rent revenue for when you land on somebody, when somebody lands on your property; go revenue when you pass go and you get $200; and miscellaneous revenue for any other odd revenue from a chance card or community chest. Under expenses, we have 6 expenses: rent expense, utility expense, transportation expense, fine expense, tax expense, and again, miscellaneous expense. So you can only use those account titles. Okay, and then take me to your login journal entry. And don't forget to do your screenshot, which I'm assuming you already did. Perfect. Okay.
Yeah, I put them right here, but they obviously look different than the ones that were there before.
Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. So go to your journal entry, start at the top. Okay, everybody has the same journal entry, the same number 1 transaction, $1,500. That column is just for cash. And you can see how Talia has 25 transactions. Cash went up, and she has the little description on the side. So then we go down to her journal entries, and she's got cash, debit cash, and she's got the 1,500 in the debit column, and credit common stock. Okay. And she lists all of her transactions. Looks good. And then from there, you went to the T account. And go over to cash. There you go. Yeah. Now let's take a look at that. See that first transaction. So she's put the transaction number on there. She's debited cash 1,500 for transaction 1. And then if you scroll down to common stock, oh no, it's over there. Common stock. She's credited common stock, also transaction 1. And then she's added it. So click on the 495 that's under cash. Okay. So how did you get the 495?
I added up the debits and then subtracted the credits.
Perfect. That works great. Yeah. Now, you did a beautiful job, Talia. There is a way to do that as a formula, but if you're not familiar with Excel, this is just fine. So, okay. So now go to your statements and show us the trial balance. All right. So here's the trial balance. She only puts, see where cash is. She only puts the ending balance, and the ending balance is on the debit side. So that's where she puts it. And you can see how it all adds up. And from that trial balance, she builds the 3 statements: income statement, statement of retained earnings, and balance sheet. Okay. All right. So what is your question?
One of my questions was for the current ratio is 495. Does that look right, given that I didn't have any liabilities to log?
Yeah, so the formula is current assets divided by current liabilities, right? So if you were to do that formula, it would be 495 divided by 0.
Oh, okay, so that would be 0 again.
So but you can't divide by a 0.
A 0, so it'd be just 0?
Go ahead and write the formula if you want. So divided by, just use the / and 0.
Like that?
Yeah, and hit enter and see what it does. Yeah, it just shows. So in math, any number divided by 0 is undefined. So you could either write equals undefined there. And I like that you're showing me, to only use the current assets, not to use total assets.
Mhm. It's okay to put undefined there?
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Thank you.
Mhm. And then how'd you get net income percent?
I divided the net income, which is over here, 485 divided by the total revenue, which is 870.
Hold on just a sec. That's absolutely correct. So you took 485 divided by 870. Okay.
Did
Yeah.
you want me to round to the nearest percent, or is it okay that it's a decimal percent?
I want you to put 2 decimal points the way it shows there, 55.75. So just for fun, Talia, delete that for fun and hit enter. Okay, now go back to that cell.
This one?
Mhm. I want you to build a formula. So hit the equal sign. And then take your mouse and click on 485. No, not that one, the other one on the income statement. Click on that and then type in that / and then click on net sales, total sales, and hit enter. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
So you just built a formula, and that's kind of how Excel works, but I
Okay.
just wanted to show you that.
Yeah.
All righty.
So would the formula for the current assets minus current liabilities be
So start with
this
an
one.
equal sign, yeah.
Oh.
Or go up to working capital. Oh, you could do that, yeah. I mean, you could just grab it, yeah. Let's see, what did you do there? You did minus, not slash. So yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I forgot
So you
that.
don't have a subtotal for current liabilities. You picked up total liabilities, of both of which were 0. But just so you know, you'd only use current liabilities. And that's saying divided by 0, which is the same thing. So that's fine. Good. All right. So you could do it for working capital too. So go up to working capital.
Where am I looking at?
So we over in cell L9, column L. Right there where it says 495. Maybe it's L10.
Right here.
I cannot see where you are. So
I'm in J.
you're in
J11.
column L. So you'd start in column L and you put your equal sign for the 495. And that tells Excel you're building a formula. You go equals, and then you click on your total current assets, and then you'd subtract your 0 liability, your current liabilities. Yeah. So, all right. So this looks good to me. I'm not checking every journal entry. You might give it another check, but let's talk about retained earnings. Beginning balance for retained earnings should be 0 for everybody. You do not include common stock here, just 0, because when you start a company, you have no retained earnings beginning balance. So Talia did it right. She adds net income, and I don't believe you guys had any of you are going to have any dividends that you paid. You might have received dividends. If you received dividends, that would be an increase to cash and a miscellaneous revenue, an increase to miscellaneous revenue. Okay. All right. Yeah, that looks good. Miscellaneous expense, tax, revenue, go. So you passed go 4 times, looks like. Oh, tell me why common stock went up $50. Tell me about that transaction. That doesn't look right to me.
I received $50 worth of stock during the game, and that's what I assumed it would go under.
So you debited cash. Let's go look at the journal entry.
Okay. Let me see. Yeah, right here. I debited the cash and then I put it down for credit as common stock.
So when the company, what did the transaction say exactly?
On the Monopoly game,
Mhm.
I closed that window because I was taking a quiz. It just said stock. It didn't say anything specific. I think it was from the uh
Why do you sound like that?
from the bank or from the community chest or something like that.
Let me think about that. So it's,
But it only happened once.
mhm.
Yeah.
But did you get cash?
Yes, it increased my bank total by 50. Is that not supposed to happen at all for the Monopoly game?
I'm trying to remember the transaction. Let's see. Hospital. Let's see, stock, life insurance. Okay, I'm not familiar with that transaction, so it's like, okay, here we go. Let me share. Well, you don't see these cards. From sale of stock, you get $50. Did it say that?
Possibly. I think that does ring a bell.
Okay, so
How would I log that one then?
that's kind of an advanced concept. So why don't you take it to debit cash and credit miscellaneous revenue?
Okay.
So, because what happens is, it means you already had stock, like in another company, and you resold it. And, so we're just gonna call it miscellaneous revenue, so that you'll have to change a few things on your worksheet. So, okay.
You still want me to share my screen as I'm fixing it?
No, I think you're good. Just fix that one. So you have to fix the journal entry, fix the T account, fix the trial balance, and fix the income statement and the retained earnings statement and the balance sheet, just for that one change. I'm sorry about that, but it wasn't the company's stock that they sold. They had other stock. So we're just gonna call it miscellaneous revenue. All right, guys, I have to go. I've actually got another meeting. And I will see you later, and I'll be in my office hours tomorrow morning at 9:30.
Thank you.
All right, bye.